Good morning, everyone. Megan McGuire here with Megan Knows Marketing, Tony Hody Consulting, and All Weather Seal of West Michigan. So one of the things I wanted to cover today is, I've been building lead generation teams for nearly 15 years now in the home improvement industry. And one of the things that I see at my company in the beginning, and also, a lot of the companies I've consulted with, is we don't properly teach our lead generators how important their job really is. Tony Hody did a video years ago called The Canvassing Mindset, and I just found it to be so powerful. I show it in all my training classes, and one of the reasons for that is because our lead generators have to understand how crucial their job truly is, not only to us and our company, but also to the economy in general. I've just found that most of them don't even realize the extent to which they're helping. And, your job becomes a lot better when you are actually, promoting an honest good or service and you're helping people. A lot of these homeowners that we go out to see, they have a problem on their home and they may not even understand the extent to the issue until we ask some carefully calibrated probing questions to really dive in and see what kind of issues they've been noticing and how long they've been noticing those issues. But that's our job. Our job is to become problem solvers, and our job is to diagnose the problem in the phone call or at the door or at a special event. And then our job is to then, diagnose the problem, and then we're going to write the prescription, which is going to be our value of the visit, or having one of our reps into their home, or, virtual visit. A lot of people are doing that nowadays as well. So the problem on their home and then the value of the appointment has to solve the problems we talked about in need building. So I don't think enough people truly understand the positive impact on not only their company, but the community and the economy. So, I wanted to touch on that. We have to face the fact that as a lead generator in 2020, our marketers are going to get a significantly high amount of rejection. They're going to be told no far more times than they're going to be told yes, even the great ones, even the best ones. Because people are naturally buyer resistant. They want to protect that which is their own, and they don't necessarily want to part with their money unless they truly see a reason. So we get a lot of resistance on the front end from many homeowners that are just sort of we're competing with apathy, really. They just want to try and put it off one more year, right? So what happens is through the marketing process and through our lead generators, going out and getting these appointments, whether that be canvassing at a show, an event, or on the telephone, they're liable to get that resistance. And what ends up happening if they don't understand the positive impact that they're actually having on people is, over time, they start to feel like a professional botherer, I would say. You call someone on the phone and you catch them when they're at work and they answer the phone and then they say to you, "I'm at work, I'm busy," right? So they don't want to talk to us. Same thing at the door. We end up doing any sort of marketing at the door, and sometimes we can pull people off the toilet, right? They may be a little bit cranky, or we catch them at an event and they're trying to hurry and catch up with their friends. And so it's really easy after some time to start thinking that you're actually doing more harm than good. And while that's not true, I think we have to examine some of the things that are positively impacted by our jobs as lead generators. So one of the things that I like to think about, and one of the things I've learned from Tony, is so many different things and companies and industries are impacted by us doing our jobs properly. So when you think about it, nothing can move until it's sold. And that being said, nothing can be sold unless we are at their house giving them an estimate, right? So let's say you are a marketer and you set up an appointment, and we go out and give them an estimate and they decide to make a purchase. Do you make a little bit of money on that? And normally in the marketing aspect in our industry, either your hourly rate or you have bonuses tied into your performance. So you make a little money on that. Now, the gentleman who went out, the in-home rep who did the estimate, does he make a little bit of money? He sure does, right? Does the company make a little bit of money? Of course, that's why we're in business, right? And then you think about the installers, the guys that go out and actually install our products on people's homes. Did they make some money on it? Sure, absolutely. So you start to get an idea of how many people and how many industry professionals are actually affected by us doing our jobs. The next thing you want to think about is our installers are out on site, but we've got to get the materials there somehow. So what about the truck drivers that drive the shingles to the job site? Do they make a little bit of money? Absolutely. They have a job because we need our stuff brought to our customers' houses, right? And so many have really stepped in through this whole coronavirus problem and issue and crisis we see going on right now. And so many of those truck drivers have graciously stood up and offered to haul materials and things that people needed when, a lot of companies were shutting down. So they're positively impacted by our jobs as well. When you think about, the finance company, if we're talking Synchrony or, Wells Fargo or Green Sky, there's someone that sweeps the floor there in the middle of the night when we don't even know about it. And they wouldn't have a job if we didn't do our job. So, so many people are so positively affected, and I just don't think we take enough self-esteem in that as lead generators, and we don't truly understand our reach on the world. On top of that, there's usually building permits. So, the government's getting a little chunk out of that. And then sometimes there's canvassing permits. So the government's kind of double dipping. Everyone's probably used to that. So that's no surprise. But when you think about a little bit deeper, the neighborhood that we install our products on someone's home. So the neighborhood, if everybody starts to improve their home, the keeping up with the Joneses effect, the value of properties goes what? Up, right? So we're positively impacting the entire neighborhood, really, when you think about it. And home values go up, tax revenue then goes up. There's just so many ways that we affect the economy just by going out there and writing appointments. And so often, I think it's easy as a marketer, because I've been a marketer, to forget about that and to just feel like no one wants what I have. The reality is that everyone wants what you have, but if they haven't given you the information you need to set the appointment, we have to draw that out of them by asking questions and a pull versus push mentality. So there's just so many ways that lead generators are starting the wheels of the economy running. And I just want to share that because I want everyone to really, really feel good about what they do in our industry, as you should, because there's so many ways that you're helping. And not only just the homeowner, we know we're helping the homeowner get what they want for their home, but like I said, there are so many industries affected. So it's very important to take a tremendous amount of self-esteem in what we do. There's nothing more honest than promoting an honest good or service. The people that don't want you knocking on your door and they put up the no soliciting signs. By the way, that's not a sign that says I don't like to buy things. That's a sign that says I do like to buy things, in case anyone's confused. My guys see that and they think, holy cow, this one's gold. We can dive into that. That's a whole nother video later. However, if we get people that are a little bit cranky or complain that you're knocking on their door or complain you call them too much, there's people that are born in life to complain. I mean, they're the same people that complain about everybody not working and being lazy. They just complain to complain. So we're not going to worry about that slim percentage. It's our job to really worry about the majority, which is, someone that is okay with having an honest conversation with you. And, you're able to really dig out what they may need for their home, and we're able to provide that estimate, and they really then get a solution to their problem. Because if they have a problem on their home and we have a solution for them, we kind of be a jerk not to tell them about it, right? And so, that dives a little bit further into, marketing lead generation process, which again, will be another video. I could go on for days about all of these things, but I just wanted to share that because I think it's important, especially with what we have going on right now, with this virus and the crisis everywhere, and people are shooting us down more often than they ever have in the past. It's important to really realize the positive impact in the long run that you're making. So we really have to look at the macro, the big picture, not the small picture, which is narrow-mindedly and really, taking some of that rejection personal, when the reality is that people are just going to say no out of habit. It's conditioned response. It's not actually an objection. So, but it's our job to really battle through all of that, because there is a bigger goal at the end of the day. And that is all those areas that we're positively impacting just by writing leads and generating business for our company and the economy. So just wanted to share that with everybody. I hope everybody has a great Friday, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.